Hello humans, and welcome back to another episode of RD2H Road to Happiness, building our dream realities. So today is my 24th birthday and it's bittersweet. Honestly, I think I had a good day. The day was kind of shitty. What it has me thinking of is just the fact that I'm building a life for myself. But in the term building a life for yourself, it means you don't already have that life. Like, you are building that life for yourself. It does not exist yet. It's like putting a foundation on a house or putting the walls up. Like, it's not move-in ready. Like, my life is nowhere near move-in ready, but I'm building a life for myself. And today was just like a ironically good example of the fact that I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Today we're gonna go over what being in a building phase of your life actually looks like and what to expect, because a lot of us start building, things get hard, we quit, we give up, and we think that we're supposed to have everything that we want just because we're actively working towards it, and think the house gets built, you know, in a day or a week or 2 weeks or a month. And sometimes this shit takes years. So RD2H Road to Happiness, building our dream realities one life lesson at a time. Let's do it. Okay, first off, and my phone fucking died, of course. Let's go over what my birthday looked like. So I go to the office this morning, and I love my office. I love the people that I'm around. Also, sorry for the fucking annoying noise. It's the board, my surfboard strapped to the top of my car. Yeah, I go to work. It's like an average day, and I book a meeting, so look at the positives. That was a good thing. 2 o'clock comes, I head to the beach to go surfing because I thought I have no birthday plans, I might as well go surfing. I get to the beach, my phone is at 1%. I literally have directions right now on a fucking piece of paper. And I'm like directionally challenged, bro. Like, I literally, fuck. And then the camera fell, so yeah, this is how things are fucking going. I'll record when this noise fucking stops. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me today. 24. Is this worth it? Is the journey I'm on worth it? Absolutely. It's been beautiful. It's been blessings. It's been struggle. It's been growth. It's been everything that is life. It's living. I am living life to its fullest. And at its fullest, it has some really fucking hard times, some frustrating ass times, because I turned 24 today. Like I said, I get to the ocean and I'm just like, okay, surfing will put me in a good mood because I'm spending my 24th birthday alone. I'm spending it in a new city. I'm spending it still building roots. I'm spending it still in a building phase of my life, meaning the house isn't ready to move in. And so I'm like, surfing will be the best idea to have a good birthday. So I leave work early, I go surfing, ends up like being 2 to 3 foot waves way above my level, bro. I couldn't even get past the fucking break today. I literally could not get past the fucking break. I went out there, I got my shit rocked. I looked in like so embarrassing. Like, clearly you don't know how to surf, and I don't, but I'm fucking trying to learn. My phone dies, and so like I said, I have a piece of paper with directions, and hopefully I'm praying to God right now that I make it home. And then when I got in my car key wasn't in my fucking car, and my car wouldn't start. I'm like, where's my car key? I find it on my rooftop. Like, thank God my car didn't start, because I have one of those cars that is push to start, and it'll let you drive all the way the fuck home, and then when you turn off the car, you're fucked. And so that replacement key is $500, so just thank God that I found it on top of my car. One thing after another, and if anything, gave me a humble reminder that I am nowhere where I want to be in my dream reality, in my dream life. It's like every aspect of my life right now, I'm working on gaining skills. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm making progress. The fact that I'm going surfing, the fact that I'm going on hikes and trying to see if I can find my way down, the fact that I'm working every day in brokerage, the fact that I'm sacrificing, the fact that I moved out here by myself. Like, every day I'm living the quote unquote dream reality that I want, but I don't have the skills yet to actually hold it. I want to surf. I'm going surfing. But I can't fucking surf, okay? But most of us don't even go surfing when we want to learn how to surf. So there's progress right there. So it's like every area of my life right now is a building area. Like I just don't have the skills, but I'm doing the things that I want my life to be. I'm focused on my career. I'm focused on surfing. I'm focused on nature and hiking and putting myself in the environment of my dream reality, but it still doesn't feel like I'm living my dream reality because I suck at everything that I do. Only did my birthday today remind me of how much further that we have to go to build the dream reality that we want, but that we literally have to build it brick by fucking brick, bro. Fucking getting wiped out after wipeout, loss after loss, dude, L after L. Like, the only way to build this life for myself is to just keep fucking chipping at the ice, and it's so exhausting. Positive of everything, because you'll never build your dream reality if you're not at least a little bit positive. When I think about it, I'm the closest I've ever been to the life I want, okay? When I look at all the past versions of myself right now, sorry, this is so annoying. Cool. When I look at the past versions of myself, I'm the closest I've ever been to the person that I want to be today. Still so fucking far away. Like I said, I couldn't even get past the break surfing today. There's so many levels to who I want to be, and all of them are like loading, like in a loading phase. All of them are being worked on, but none of them have actually come into fruition. And so my entire life right now is just building. But I can see it, like I can see the picture coming together. I can see that I'm closer today than I've ever been before. I can see that like I'm going on the path that only leads to me having the dream reality I want. But everything is in a building phase. Everything is just not there yet. I'm starting to inch towards this reality that I want. Like, people see me going surfing, but I'm not a fucking surfer. They see me, you know, working every day and killing it at brokerage, but I haven't closed the deal, so I'm not a fucking broker. Going on hikes, but I literally got lost in the mountains last weekend. So it's just like, from the outside, you could see me kind of piecing this like life together and like have this quote unquote image, but if you're living my daily life, it's just fucking failures. The failures are leading me towards bigger things. The failures are leading me towards the dream reality that I'm trying to build, the person that I want to be, but it's all in a loading phase. And this loading phase feels like it lasts fucking forever. I can't speed it up. Completely different problem than knowing who you want to be and not even trying to be that. So like if you want to be a surfer, for example, like I'm trying to teach myself how to surf right now because I love being in the ocean and it brings me peace, but I fucking suck at it, bro. If you want to be a surfer and you keep saying that you want to be a surfer, but you never go fucking surfing, but Saturday morning comes and you sleep in instead of going surfing. It took me 10 months living in Los Angeles before I made my way out to fucking Malibu. That's pathetic, dude. And I keep saying I want to be a surfer, but I was never going surfing. I'm not just saying I want to do these things, I'm going out and doing them. But I don't have the skill to actually do them or be that person, but I'm moving towards it. A lot of us say we want all of these things, and then when we hit the obstacles, when we hit the roadblocks, when we hit the break that we can't get past, we're like, okay, then surfing's not for me. I'm just not good at this. When in reality, it's you haven't overcome the learner's barrier. And there's a learning curve, a learner's barrier, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, for everything. For everything we do in this life. If you want to be an interesting human being, then that takes having skills. And having skills takes consistently failing at that skill and doing it again until you pass the learner's curve or the learner's barrier. And that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to be like, I'm going out every Saturday and I'm not catching anything. It's hard to say I'm making calls every single day and I'm getting rejected. I'm working 12-hour days and I don't have $1 to my name. It's hard to come back the next day and do it again. But if you don't do it again, how are you going to pass that learning curve, that learner barrier? And once you do it once and get comfortable with it, you realize that everything in life is that. Everything in life is just showing up again and again and again and getting your shit rocked until one day you don't get your shit rocked. That is life. Hopefully one day I get to travel. Hopefully one day I build the life that I want by showing up right now, fucking brick by brick, getting my shit absolutely rocked. And so a lot of us like want these big things in our life. We want these lifestyles, and we look at people who have them. We look at somebody who makes getting on a fucking wave look easy. They literally just paddle out there, stand up, they do it. And we don't see how many times that they had to paddle out to get past that beginner's curve and look like an idiot like I'm looking like right now. How many times they got stuck in the break and they couldn't get past it. How many times they went out and failed before they actually learned. Because once you learn a skill, it's easy. You were in sports, or I don't know, good at math, or a good speaker, or whatever it is that you're good at, because we all have talents that we're good at, right? Think about when you first started. Like, for example, I used to be a level 5 tumbler in cheer, and I could do like a full, I could do a whip layout, I could do a whip full. And I remember when I couldn't do a back handspring. And I remember when I couldn't do a back walkover. And I remember when I couldn't do shit. Okay? And it was years and years of showing up again and again and pushing myself through, you know, training, because I wanted it so bad that I became that level 5 athlete. But you look at a level 5 athlete and you're like, wow, they're just so much better than me. You don't see the night that they cried because they couldn't do a back handspring. You don't see the night that they had a mental breakdown because they couldn't do a tuck before they got the full. Okay, so that's just a tumbling example, but it's for everything in life. You see a millionaire, you see somebody great in their career, and you're like, wow, I wish I was great in my career, but you don't see when they went weeks without meetings. You don't see when the doubt almost made them quit. You don't see when they had no money to continue the business and they had to, you know, downsize and let go of everything to stay in the game. You just see the $1 million. You just see them surfing a wave. You just see them doing a full. The camera died and I took a shower, and I really don't care at this point, but once you learn one skill that pushes you past your breaking point, pushes you past what you think you're capable of doing, and then you keep going anyway and conquer that skill, you realize everything in life is exactly that. Everything that you want to build, every place that you want to get to, every version of yourself that you envision, it's all getting to the point where you think, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe, you know, I overestimated myself. And getting to the point where you're breaking and you want to quit, and pushing that past that point anyway, and seeing the progress that happens when you push past your breaking point to get to the skills that you want to build. Once you do that one time, you realize everything's like that. I was learning how to snowboard, dude. I thought I was gonna die on that mountain. I really did. I didn't think that I would ever be good. And I remember just literally crying on the mountain and eating shit. Like eating shit over and over and over again, and getting back up anyway with like straight will, and telling myself, if I can do this right now, I can do anything. And eventually I learned how to snowboard. I know how to snowboard. And surfing's gonna be the same thing. Right now I want to quit. Right now I want to back down. I want to say, dude, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe, you know, it's harder than it looks. Maybe like I have this idea in my head that I want to be a surfer, and maybe just surfing was never meant for me. Maybe that's not something I can do. And I'm going to push past that anyway, and that's where victory is won. That's why it's so impressive when you're like, oh, you surf? That's super impressive. Oh, you're a doctor? That's super impressive. Oh, you're a lawyer? That's super impressive. Oh, you are really successful in your field? That's super impressive. Oh, you speak 3 languages? That's super impressive. I could name skill after skill after skill. Okay, but what's super impressive is not the skill itself, it's the fact that everybody knows to gain that skill, you have to push past your breaking point. So it's not even getting comfortable with being uncomfortable at this point. It's not getting comfortable with delayed gratification. It's getting comfortable with not quitting. It's getting comfortable with deciding that you're going to do this thing, and when it gets you past your breaking point and you want to quit, you keep going anyway. So as I look at 24 right now, like I said, I'm nowhere where I want to be, and it's really fucking annoying because I'm like doing everything that I want to do and the skills just aren't there yet. But I'm trying to find flow in my life in a building phase, but the flow comes once you have that skill. Once you know how to ride a wave, you know how to ride a wave. You might be aiming for a bigger wave, you might be aiming for tricks, you might be aiming for different skills, but once you know how to ride a wave, you're no longer a beginner, and you will never be a beginner again. Okay? Once you know how to snowboard, you might want to go for jumps. You might want to go for bigger slopes. You might want to go for bigger mountains. But once you know how to snowboard, you know how to snowboard. You will never be on the bunny slopes again. Okay? Once you start closing deals and you're getting successful in whatever field you want to be in, you know how to close deals. You know a little bit more than somebody that has absolutely nothing to do with the field. You know things, and you will never be an absolute beginner again. So the hardest part of anything in life isn't getting to greatness. it's getting past the beginner phase. So that's where 24 is teaching me right now, or what I'm thinking about as it's my 24th birthday and it kind of absolutely fucking sucked. It's that I'm in a beginner phase in every aspect of my life, and I just need to keep moving forward until I'm not. Until I look around one day and say, wait, I'm exactly who I wanted to be because I chose who I wanted to be. I didn't let life happen to me. I went out there and I fought for the life that I wanted. So that's this week's episode. Again, happy birthday to me. RD2H, Road to Happiness, building our dream realities, one life lesson at a time.